How did the government respond to the Panic of 1873? Have you ever wondered how a financial crisis can shape a nation? The Panic of 1873 was one such event that left a mark on the United States. It all began with the collapse of J. Cook & Company, a major financial institution that had heavily invested in railroads. This failure triggered a wave of bank collapses and an economic downturn that spread rapidly across the country. President Ulysses S. Grant found himself in a tough spot. There was a strong push for him to increase the money supply. Many believed that releasing government reserves could help ease the panic. However, Grant was cautious. He feared that inflating the currency would benefit speculators rather than those genuinely in need. Instead of taking drastic measures, Grant's administration opted for a more measured response. Treasury Secretary William Richardson authorized a limited use of government funds, around $10 million, to purchase government bonds. This was intended to stabilize the financial markets, but the administration was careful not to overextend its support. Congress also tried to take action. They proposed the 1874 Ferry Bill, which aimed to increase currency issuance to combat deflation and help those burdened by debt. However, President Grant vetoed this bill, sticking to his hard money policy. In 1875, Congress passed the Specie Resumption Act. This act committed the government to back United States currency with gold. The goal was to stabilize the dollar and prevent inflation. This move reflected a broader government policy that prioritized sound money even during tough economic times. Looking back at the post-Civil War era, the Panic of 1873 was closely tied to the rapid growth of railroads and the securities market that had flourished during and after the war. The government's cautious response was influenced by the political and economic climate of Reconstruction. Federal priorities included managing war debts, rebuilding the South, and maintaining fiscal conservatism. The reluctance to inflate the currency or provide widespread relief to struggling industries and workers was consistent with the administration's focus on monetary stability. While the government's actions did help restore some confidence in the markets, they also prolonged economic hardships for many Americans. This was especially true in the South, where Reconstruction policies were already facing challenges. In summary, the government's response to the Panic of 1873 was cautious and limited. It combined some financial support to stabilize markets with a commitment to a gold-backed currency. This approach reflected the economic realities of the time and the political context following the Civil War.